Ooh, hello hyperspace, my name is Zavantos and it's time to get hyped because this is some Modern Warfare Remastered sniping gameplay, and there's a specific reason why I'm letting out sniping gameplay today. It's because Call of Duty World War II is a couple months away and there is going to be a new playstyle for sniping. Now, if you guys play Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, even Advanced Warfare, you know that snipers nowadays, they tend to just fly all over the place, get in your face, quickscope, panic, spam those shots. You can't really do that in the old school Call of Duties. And if you actually watch how I play in this Call of Duty, because this is an old school Call of Duty, the sniping playstyle is completely different. You gotta take it very slow, you gotta take it very calmly, and you wanna stay hidden for as long as possible. If you do move, like I'm moving here, just make short bursts. Don't run across the map, just make from one hiding spot to the other, and that's it. You don't want to move too much. You want to lock down your hiding spot as best as you can, putting Bettys or Claymores, whatever's in World War II, probably Bettys, and you just want to lock it down and make sure it's secure. If your defenses are breached or destroyed in any way, you can stay there, but just keep an eye out on where the enemies are spawning and where the enemies are coming. If you are compromised in any way, the first thing you want to do is take out the threat if you can. Remember, your secondary is probably going to be a pistol. If you can take out your threat with your secondary pistol, take them out and move. You don't want to sit there for too long. You see here that I actually took that guy out with the pistol, and I'm staying here for a little bit because I know the enemies are spawning in this location. But you also got to keep in mind, because you killed that guy with your pistol, he saw you're a sniper, because you're wearing the ghillie suit, and he's going to come back because he knows he has the upper hand, because he has a machine gun. That's why you see I keep checking down the hall. I know that's where they're going to come from, and I'm waiting for this guy to come because I know he's going to hunt me down. That's what you want to do. Build your defense. If your defenses are down, keep a sharp eye out for any enemy locations, any enemies that's closing in to your location, and you just want to know where the spawns are at. You can't really run out there and start quick scoping like you could in the jetpack CODs, because old school snipers, they're very, very slow, they're very, very vulnerable. The only means of defense you have at close range is your pistol, unless you have like a semi-auto sniper and you can spam that, but that's not really the best at close range. And you see here, I'm playing just very, very stealthily. There was actually Call of Duty World at War. If you guys played that, there was a mission where you first met Viktor Reznov. Hardcore COD fans might know who he is. There was a line he said that just defines how I play sniping and how a lot of my close friends play sniping. And the line was this. I quote, "Sniping your enemy is like hunting any other animal. Fire at the wrong moment and your chance is forever lost." Unquote. So that's basically how you have to handle sniping. Be patient and wait. If you find yourself in enemy territory while you're in your sniping hiding spot, don't panic, just stay there as long as they don't see you. You don't want to start picking them off when they're right in front of you, because you're going to wind up alerting all the enemies. They're going to find your hiding spot, and for the rest of the game, even for the rest of the time you're in that lobby, you can no longer go in that hiding spot because they're going to expect a sniper to be there, even if the spawns switch. If the spawns switch and you see yourself on the other side of the map, let's say you wind up fighting, you're not in your spot anymore, and you got this spawn winds up switching again, so you spawn close to your sniping spot, you can't go there anymore because the enemies know that's a sniping spot and they're going to keep a sharp eye out on it. So you want to stay hidden for as long as possible and hold down your hiding spot for as long as possible. I also want to cover the gear and the character. I don't know how the character customization is going to be in World War II, but I am sure they're going to add some gun camos. When you're sniping, you want your gun to be camouflaged at all times. Just change it really quick. If it's a snow map, make your gun white. If it's a woodland map, make your gun green, and so on. And you want to have it camouflaged because there's been multiple times that I'm playing, especially in, let's say, Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and I wind up seeing another sniper because his gun is, let's say, white, and everything else is green because he's in the woods, and you spot him because of his gun. Same thing for your character. Now, this was actually taking place in Ghost when you can customize your character's outfit and so on. I would wind up seeing other snipers in Ghost because while everything else is green, these snipers are like in freaking yellow, and you can see them easily and pick them off. So camouflage is key when you're sniping. Camouflage and stealth and patience. Those are the three key things you need when you're a sniper. And also, equip the suppressor if necessary. I'm not saying put it on your sniper because it tends to hamper the damage, but I mean on your pistol. Pistols are weak by default, so put a suppressor on it, really hurt it that much. And put a suppressor on the pistol, but just always remember you want to conserve ammunition on your pistol. Most of the time snipers aren't going to spawn with a lot of ammunition. That means you want to conserve ammo on your sniper and your pistol. Be as accurate as possible, be quick, Be clean, get in with the pistol, get the kills, get out. One thing you don't want to do as a sniper is flank. And the reason for this is because obviously flanking requires a lot of movement. Therefore, if you're caught outside of your sniping spot, the only defense you have is, well, your pistol and your sniper, which isn't the best unless you're quickscoping. And we all know quickscoping is kind of difficult. I know some of you are saying you're a pro right now. It doesn't matter how good you are at quickscoping. Your quickscoping skills cannot compete with 2 or 3 enemies when they're all wielding submachine guns. So, just try to estimate where the enemies are going to spawn, and then just sit there and pick them off as they're coming out of their little hiding spots. It's a very, very tricky playstyle, but once you master it, it's actually really, really fun. I know a lot of people out there are old school COD gamers, and this is the kind of gameplay you were playing back in the day. I'm pretty sure this gameplay is going to come back in World War II. And for those of you who haven't played the old school CODs, unless you wind up joining come Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3, hell, even if Infinite Warfare was your first COD, this new sniping playstyle is going to be very, very fun and very, very interesting. There's going to be times where, let's say, as I said before, the enemies will be spawning right next to you, and you see they're just like running right past you, and you're just hiding in the bushes, and they don't know you're there. There are 2 more things I want to cover about sniping, is that the playstyle, at least a proper playstyle for old school sniping, tends to be very, very campy. And that's a good thing, because when you input this campy playstyle in old school Call of Duties, you would see that it's very, very effective. This game is a good example, and you're going to see the final score at the very end. And you see I'm playing very, very campy, very stealthy. I hold the fort for a little bit, I get quite a few kills, and then I move. And if you actually try to run around and quickscope in old school Call of Duty, it just doesn't work. You will see yourself that you get a lot of kills, there will even be a couple times you come in first, but the deaths that follow are going to be, they're going to rack up way too high. And you would have just been better off just taking an assault rifle, even a submachine gun. And also, even if you're playing a campy playstyle with a sniper, don't be afraid to hardscope. Old school snipers would hardscope, and they would stay scoped in for a very, very long time. I see a lot of snipers nowadays, they would be camping in Modern Warfare Remastered, but then when they see you, they would try to quickscope you from across the map, and they would miss because you're so far, and they would continue because they refuse to hardscope, and more often than not, that gives away their position. Don't be afraid to hardscope, because that's how old school sniping is supposed to be. So keep all this in mind when you guys hop on the Call of Duty World War II, and let me know if all this advice actually helped out your sniping playstyle. If you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DevantosMan, and as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Now before you go, check out that score! That's an old school sniper score right there. Have a nice day.